remember my name, creature?
My roots forget nothing, Ignition.
Excellent. Are the...
They are, my lady.
What are you doing?
Do you remember mine?
I...
A simple experiment. It's been a while.
I knew this would come.
A feast for my blade.
The fire hungers for us. Iron judgment.
Toya, ready. The expect raise with your legs.
I can hear voices.
Teresa, ready to serve. Up.
Anybody seen my servants?
My Lady Inquisitor, should we fetch a prognostica? The strain on the soul.
Their mind can't take the strain. This path is mine alone to tread.
Surely the prognosticas can ease your burden. Maybe even I could.
Look at my work, Commissarius. Look at the sweat on my brow, the heat of my furnace. Look at my branding hammer. Look at what I craft from glimpses of the grand design. I was given the tools to shape our destiny from the curse itself, and they weigh heavy indeed.
I see. But you must know that protocol demands I call a Eudex to inspect you.
Good. Fetch her. Should I falter to corruption, I expect you all to bring down the fire on me.
Of course, my Lady Inquisitor. Of course.
I stand ready.
I can hear voices. So many voices.
This Wilson, a heavy customer. Very sensible, Marley.
Have you seen what Inquisitor did to him? All that cutting on poor king.
I knew this would come. Justice is harsh. Dia cuervos.
How'd you put this?
Same as yours. Maybe they can bloody well try.
Would you spare a bite? I'm starving.
I have precious little to spare.
How uncommon!
What could the Inquisitor want in this forsaken place?
Study the corruption, perhaps. or test out new weapons against the curse.
Someone is neglecting their task. What's keeping you, eh?
Fancy a change of wardrobe, friend Pinkas? Cut through the shadows.
I'm ready to be out.
The fire hungers for us.
Time is moving fast.
Time waits for no one, except us.
Divine seems angered.
Of course.
Otra ronda.
Have you seen what the Inquisitor did to it? All that cutting and poking.
The Inquisitor, you... Such hassle. Ah!
Will it remember?
Not consciously. Once the grafting is done, the fragment will stay hidden, dormant until provoked.
And how will you know it worked?
I will know. I am beginning to grasp the nature of this corruption.
Ignatia, these experiments, do they really serve the Maiden's vision?
You're right to question. But you have not seen what I've seen. You have not experienced the magnitude of this power, the sheer terror of its implication. On that day that would not end, I understood that this was the tool to our salvation. The future is ours to shape by scripture. What are memories, if not the blueprint for tomorrow?
Let me remind you.
Our presence won't be required much longer.
Let's try a new recipe.
Still breathing. Still sane. No mercy given.
Divine seems angered.
Of course it is. Have you seen what the Inquisitor did to it? All that cutting and poking. Ha! I bet it's furious.
Filed for review.
Say, fellow Inquisition.
With kind regards.
Would you
I am
know
your
where the nearest
executioner.
latrines are located? One less soul to taste.
Anyone hungry?
Come to me. Ah, swift justice.
My blade is ready.
Oh. My grasp of this body is slipping.
commend you, my resolve.
I hear there's lots of different
My
barbecue
verdict
techniques
is
in the
final.
lot. One less soul to taste.
A feast for my blade.
My sight reaches far.
Balanced to perfection. Raise with your legs.
Is that strange?
To each what they deserve.
Anyone hungry? A heavy customer.
The White Crow stands ready. Ah, swift justice.
Let's try a new recipe. A red orb. A peculiar thing, eh, Marley?
A memory, and not one of mine. It has been shaped, forged.
It looks different from yours.
I will not unleash this thing, but perhaps we can take a peek.
Ah, so you found my little message. Do you like the fruits of my labor? Of all the things I have taken from you, this is by far the most fascinating. To give shape to memories, to reshape reality. Do you even realize the potential? It does not matter, of course. In the end, I will take the treasure, just as I took your captain.
Enough! This was a waste of time. Let us leave.
Did you know I cut off Mordecai's head before I burned his soul? I always keep it close by. In fact, I have it right here. Perhaps you'd like it back. A little token to remind you of happier times. Come and get it then. I'll be waiting at Gran Alcazar.
Damn her! Cast her into the darkest below.
Whoa! It's shattered.
How dare she?
Calm down, Marley.
His head. She made a trophy from the captain's head.
We're one step ahead, Marley. We're solving Mordecai's riddle. Let her have that old skull. It won't help her once the treasure is ours.
Aye, you are right. She will not stop us. We will find the treasure.
I'd say we've learned all we can here. Find yourself a tier, Cool.
Teresa, para servirle.
How long has it been?
Death is not defeat.
Yes, I will go there soon.
The fire hungers for us.
Commissarius must know.
The tale of Pistol Pincus. This is not the kind of labor suited for a von Pressfeld. I won't acquiesce to this much longer.
What?
We may have need to return.
Ready
here.
to serve.
Why are they so afraid of you? You're not...
I am judgment. I pray for your soul.
My time is not to be trifled with.
Follow the noise.
All right now,
mere
who
animal.
was that? The leaves hide all manner of things.
Who? My head! Must we suffer this again? Greatness personified.
I'm always prepared. That's cool.
That was no mere animal. This shall not
Maiden,
go
hone
unanswered.
my
My
senses.
hand shall
The
stay
darkness
calm in the
will not
face of
shelter you
evil.
forever.
The
My
body
ears
measures,
shall
the
warn
mind
me of
reflects.
danger.
Measure,
Any aberration
calculate,
shall be
rectify.
rectified. Was it a trick? Or part?
Must we suffer this again?
Anyone hungry?
Interesting
Please bother
choice.
someone else.
That's cool.
That was no mere animal. Maiden, hone my senses. The body measures the mind.
Sufficiently steward. Raise with your legs. A useful gift.
I heard that, you fiend. Commence the right of inquiry. My ears shall warn me of danger. Mensure calcula.
The taste of a heavy customer. We may return here.
I see.
The verdict is clear.
And it's talking back.
I pray for your soul. Justice is harsh.
Why are they so afraid of
I, the great
Not
von
evil.
Pressfeld.
Balanced to perfection.
Careful. The commissarius is making his room. Yes. Yes. I will go there soon. I promise. I can have...
I prefer
Raise
when
with
you
your
use your
legs.
hands to prepare dinner, Toya.
To each what they deserve. I send you my resolve.
Ready to serve. The oldest tricks are the best. Get ready to strike.
What is this racket? What is that?
I knew this would come.
Let's try a new recipe.
Anybody seen my servants?
Best not forget, yes?
A memory for the Mari's Hold. Meditation, the heavy cousin. Raise with your legs. Mission complete.
My
Victory
sight
is ours.
reaches far. My strength returned. The work is done.
Having
We
is
return.
better than wanting. Finally, back to a civilized deck.
What's this now? Oh, there! Aren't you a cute little thing? Hey, come back! Slippery one, aren't you?
Hey, look! A raccoon! Pete, I told you there are no... Blimey! That is a raccoon! Go catch it, Athia!
On it. Estelle, you wouldn't have seen a raccoon anywhere. Through there? All right, show me. Huh. What can you tell me about this place, Marley?
A rarely visited corner of my insides. I haven't been aware of it in years.
There you are. Hey, will you wait a second? Huh. What are all these skellies doing here? Are they...
Tired.
Well, at least they're not dead.
Hello, raccoon.
Someone doesn't like to be disturbed.
Where could you be, little compass? It must be there. Yes! So close. Huh? Kuma! What have you found out?
Well, well. Someone's made their home in your insides, Marley.
A stowaway. I'd be very interested on how they got on board undetected.
Let's ask her then.
Oh, you're someone new. Careful now. My traps are hiding.
Trust me, if I wanted to get to you, I could. Now, kindly tell me what you are doing here, and why we shouldn't throw you overboard.
Don't worry. I'm not here to hurt anyone.
That makes two of us. How about a name?
Ah, yes. I'm Yuki, and he's Kuma. He's a tanuki.
Yuki? Where have I heard that name before?
Yuki, yes. Legends connect the name to the corsair that sails under the Twilight flag.
Ha! See, Kuma? I told you the ship speaks.
Reaper's Teeth. You're the Twilight Corsair.
I think so. I get called that a lot.
You're a legend among the cursed. Word is you once took down an iron warship on your own.
Oh, that? Aye, that was an adventure, right, Kuma?
An adventure, eh? Never mind that. What brings you to the Red Marley, Corsair?
We're looking for something, Kuma and I. A sneaky little island that doesn't stay in place. We've tracked it for a long time, but now I know where it is. In the Timeless Shores. They said a ghost ship with red sails was heading there, so I snuck on board.
I believe we're there right now.
What? Already? Why didn't you say anything, Kuma?
Perhaps it's best if we continue this discussion topside, at our very own map table. Come.
Ah, look at that pretty sky, Kuma. Now, let's go to... Oh, right. We still have to say thank you to Estelle. Let's go talk to her.
My galley is the battlefield.
Animals. Got any favorites?
A dog. Loyal, obedient, and able to fetch me my slippers.
My soul is razor sharp.
The Red Marley and its acclaimed navigator. You two have created quite a stir in the ranks of the Inquisition. Therefore, I invite the pair of you and your motley crew to my lair. I have insights into the workings of the Inquisition, which I'm sure you'll find useful. And should you come, I may even share some of them with you. You'll find a new marking on your map. I, Zagan, send my regards.
Zagan. Where have I heard that name before?
You might have heard of Zagan the Apostate.
Ah, the renegade prognosticator who shot himself with a black pearl.
Correct.
Well, sounds interesting enough. Why don't we take a peek at this lair of his and see what he's all about?
I suppose if he holds half the knowledge he's promising, there might be value to a meeting. But let's stay on our guard. If his reputation holds up, he could be a dangerous foe.
Ha! Then he'll fit right in. Let's get there.
Toya,
Hello again. Thanks for helping me on board. What do you mean, go below? We just came from there.
Perhaps what Estelle is trying to nudge you towards is the training deck I just prepared for you.
Oh, yes. Training is important.
I'm glad you agree. Now follow Estelle's guidance.
What was that?
I've just captured a memory. Now that you're part of the crew, you can feel it.
A memory? What does it do?
You'll find out soon.
A puzzle for my spider trap. How did you know, Marley-san?
I saw what it did to the skeleton crew. The rest wasn't hard to figure out.
Don't break the spider's thread.
Your trap is effective, if a bit extravagant.
Sensei always said, death can be whimsical. It's best to be convincing.
Ah, yeah.
Fire!
Try again.
Sensei always said, death can be whimsical.
I remember.
It's best to be convincing. You won't forget this, yes? Spider's thread. Don't step in the spider's nest. Aye, Kuma. Looks like this one is for you. Show Marley-san what you can do. I'll send them your way. Ready? Time to move. Get ready, Kuma.
The flame guides me this way. A faint disturbance. No.
Slice the back, stab the neck. Don't be lazy. That's a good spot. Kuma parade.
No, I won't leave my post. Huh?
Slice and stab. Together, Kuma. Let's lure them into the spider's nest. Tanuki Parade. Your turn, Kuma. See? There. Let's set a trap.
Why don't I walk this way?
Don't break the spider's thread. It wants to be taken.
You haven't finished your training. Are you moving on?
Right. Training's done. Now, to the map table. Hurry!
Are you sure we can trust this Twilight Corsair?
Don't worry. I have a good feeling about her. Let's see what's out there.
Balanced to perfection.
Let's see.
So how will we find this wandering island of yours?
It's tricky. Not in one place. Not on any map. So how do we find it? There. We have to go there.
The Iron Bay, eh? And how will that help us?
There's something there that wants to be taken. Something that can show the way.
This is all very entertaining, but I've yet to see why this is worth our time, little stowaway.
Of course. You won't help for free. That would be stupid. That island I'm looking for. There's something there you'll want. Something that grants wishes.
You have my attention, little stowaway.
Let's make a pact. We find the island together. I only want the first wish. You can have the rest.
Sounds like a worthwhile endeavor to me. What do you say, Marley?
Very well. Set course for the Iron Bay, once you're ready. Set a course, navigator.
What's in it for me?
Where to, navigator?
So, you've decided to consider my invitation. I welcome you to my humble abode. Mind you, this is but a temporary domicile, an abandoned mansion I discovered many years ago. I took a liking to it and modified the main architecture and surrounding islets to suit my purpose. Whatever plague or catastrophe that tainted this place left behind ample soul energy to create a few skeletal assistants. They are rather dim-witted, unfortunately, but with the appropriate oversight, they aid me in my scientific ventures. On the periphery, you may discover the fruits of my labor. Decades of study manifested in apparatus and substances various. And with your help, I will bring my pursuits to a most interesting conclusion.
This whole affair unnerves me, Navigator. Ignatia is experimenting with my power.
So she knows about it. You said only the crew remembers.
That is inaccurate. She has known ever since our first battle. It was the first time we clashed at sea. A rite of hers disrupted my soul. I don't remember much. But when I recovered, we were retreating. I felt it then. The link between Ignatia's soul and mine. Like she was part of the crew. It's infuriating, Navigator. Try as I might, I cannot remove it.
And here I was wondering how Ignatia ever stood a chance against you. But you know what, Marley? It won't matter in the end. Want to know why? Because all she'll have are some bungled memories and an old skull. And we will have the treasure.
Aye to that, Navigator. Set a course, Navigator.
Now, Ronald, are you ready?
Ready.
Very well. There's just one more thing that seeks acknowledgement. I sense another pair of eyes on me. It seems the elusive Red Marley and her ragtag crew has heeded my call.
That's him? He really does look like a prognosticator.
And you must be Afia Manicato. You have made quite a name for yourself.
And a flatterer as well, I see.
Zagan the Apostate, by order of the Holy Maiden, reveal yourself. We have you surrounded.
Did you invite your old playmates to this gathering as well?
No, they let themselves in. But they'll be occupied for a while before they threaten my research here.
Research? We thought you wanted to join the crew.
In due time, I will. I'm in the final steps of this experiment, so you'll have to excuse me.
And why would we stay and wait?
Because you'll struggle to find a stronger and more knowledgeable ally.
Prove yourself then. We will watch, but for now, I will not grant you the power of my memories.
I won't need them. Now, Ronald, I'll use my dark excision on you. With it, I will attempt to act as a conduit that siphons your soul energy into our effigy here. On your mark.
You just gutted your assistant and hurt yourself?
Ronald is a resilient specimen. He will recover. As for my own injuries, real knowledge always comes at a cost. Besides, I've got ways of regaining my strength as well. Shush, shush! Miranda, why was this parrot allowed to disrupt the experiment?
Parrot?
Stop pestering me with your excuses. Just see that it does not happen again. Remember, any form of colored poultry is no excuse for dawdling during experiments.
Dawdling?
Now, what did you observe during the procedure?
Eyes. Light.
There was a current then. Excellent. Just as I hypothesized. But for now, I must reclaim some of my energy. You know the drill, Miranda. I will have to drain some of your life forces so that I can continue my studies unperturbed. That is correct. Hold still. This is going to sting. Ugh, this was an unnecessary experiment. There is a price to this. Dark excision. Excision was successful. This back-breaking labor is below me. This is your parish song. Reality denies me this action. My strongest creation. I deny it.
A morbid way to reclaim one's energy.
I chose this path of undeath exactly for its morbidity. Now. What was solid before is now brittle. The density of these cursed bones is not high enough, then. Unfortunate, but not unsolvable. We just have to go with the alternative effigy. Miranda, please record these findings.
Oh, 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 oh.
Ah, yes. You're still experiencing strong visions. The effect will persist for a while, but you will recover. Eventually. All right, Marley. I will seek the custodies on this island and transfer myself to your deck.
I'll be waiting.
I was saying, I chose this path of undeath exactly for its morbidity. Now, let me take a look at that effigy. Ah, so you have decided to bless me with your memory powers now.
If you perish now, this would be a waste of time. Besides, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. But I can't foresee you crossing the bridge without being spotted by this commissarius.
Oh, I appreciate the gesture, but I think you'll find me quite capable of dealing with the situation at hand.
Really? Because he's just staring down this bridge without blinking.
Ah, yes. The commissarius is going to see me, but he's not going to enjoy the sight. Hedron of Constriction. Death's grip is lurking. My Hedron is ready. That
Impressive.
was predictable.
How did you do that?
I've retained some aspects of my abilities from before I took the pearl to my heart. One of them is anticipating threats to my health, which allows me to intervene before I come to serious harm. The shortest way to the casino is crawling above the roofs using the ladders.
Beware. The Inquisition already has some of their thralls up there.
No problem. As you've seen, I can fend for myself.
Wow. The mansion is huge. Is it yours?
I have vacated and repurposed this place over the years of my silent exile to suit my experiments.
I'm curious. What experiments? What are you trying to do?
Your uninformed mind might indulge in my theories once I've boarded the Marley.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
It is done. Ugh, this was an unnecessary experiment. A fearsome rite. Death by excision. Over. Ha! Chaining men to the streams of the below until they falter and die. Such a wasteful custom.
Yeah, this custodian's business is rough.
Let's continue pondering the Inquisition's various deficiencies once you step through the gate.
I left nothing of you. Back to deck.
Come to me, apostate. Then we can talk.
There is even more concentrated soul energy here than I had calculated.
Attempt to siphon any of it from me, and you will walk the plank.
An interesting proposal. But your reserves are far from the amount my experiment requires.
Yeah, you've been talking a lot about this experiment. I think it's time you fill us in if you want our help.
Have you ever considered what gives the Inquisition their abilities?
Not really, but wouldn't you know the answer to that?
You've cut right to the heart of the issue.
To nobody's surprise, eh?
Excuse me?
It's a joke, because of the sword in my chest.
Good for you. Now, I prefer to concern myself with truths rather than idle jests. Specifically, the truth about the so-called Holy Flame. Where does its power come from? What is its source? Why don't even the most high-ranking of the Inquisition know much about it? Nobody can answer these questions, and I will change that.
And you want us to help you? What do we get in return?
You do it for the honor of serving as research assistants for the most important scientific effort in the history of the Timeless Shores.
Ha! Honor doesn't fill our coffers. You will share everything you learn with us. That's the deal. Take it or leave it.
Ah. I had come to understand your role on this vessel to be some sort of jester. But it seems there is some merit to your position. I agree to your terms. I will share what I find, if I can rely on your numbers in my experiment. First, let us visit the Isle of Penance. I seek a tome the Inquisition has kept there.
A tome? Ugh, this is going to be fun, isn't it?
Furred or feathered, I've not studied for decades in order to be subject to the whims of an animal.
Perhaps what Estelle is trying to nudge you towards is the training deck I just prepared for you.
What's in it for me?
Set a course, navigator.
The procedure is still going strong, I see. Very good.
This torture chamber is what interests you, apostate?
Ah, but there is so much more than torture at play here. See, this place is where the souls of the perished are separated from the body.
I know. It's a vile practice. I cannot stand it.
You are entitled to your opinion, of course. I prefer to focus on the things this place has achieved.
Were you looking for a specific tome, apostate?
Indeed, one on the topic of soul energy transfers. I very much would like to peruse it before I commence the next steps of my experiment.
All right then. Let me see if I can't find a suitable landing spot for this mission.
At least we have a task today.
Yes, yes!
Oh, I'm ready.
The Isle of Penance. Ah, such fond memories.
Fond memories? This is a soul prison.
Your point being?
If you're planning to use the souls of those trapped here, our arrangement will find an early end.
Ah, the twisted morals of a murdering band of pirates. Delightful. We might just get along. But
some
worry
birds.
not. I'm just interested in the books today.
Good idea, Marley.